Hey guys, welcome back to another video in this Flame game development series where we are making a simple 2D platformer using the Flame engine. So finally, the much awaited Flame version 1.1 got released recently, along with updates to the Flame tiled package. This means I can start releasing new videos without having to worry about the code getting out of date, at least for some time until a newer version gets released. But anyways, this video is going to be a short one where I'll just upgrade these two packages and fix some of the breaking changes. So first, let's just go to the pub spec of this project and change Flame to 1.1.0 and Flame tiled to 1.3.0. I'll save this and wait for the Flutter pub to pull in the new versions. Okay, so once that is done, you'll notice that some of the files are showing some errors. So let's start with game.dart. Here you can see that it shows error for the has collidables mixin. In Flame 1.1, this is now called has collision detection. Once we replace that, all errors from game.dart should be gone. Then next, let's go to the player.dart file. Here it is showing errors for has hitboxes and collidable mixin. These mixins no longer exist. Instead, now we just have to use the collision callbacks mixin. Then in the onload method of this class, you can see that call to add hitbox is showing some error. This has also changed now. Basically, now you can add hitboxes similar to how children components are added. So this will be add with input as circle hitbox. And now I can remove this original line. Then next in the onCollision method, the second parameter has now been changed to being a position component instead of a collidable. And that is it. I'll just remove some unused imports from the top. Now let's go to the platformer.dart file. Here again, I'll replace hitboxes and collidable with collision callbacks. Then in the onload method, to add a hitbox, I'll write add with input as rectangle hitbox. And in this new version, the collision type is defined for each hitbox instead of being defined by the parent component. So I'll set the collision type of this rectangle hitbox to collision type.passive. Now we can remove these two lines. I'll again remove some of the unused imports from this file. Now let's try to run the game to make sure everything is still working. And yeah, you can see the game is working perfectly fine. But if I go to level.dart file, you'll notice that in the spawnActors method, we are getting a warning for getObjectGroup from layer. This is because that method is now marked as deprecated. Instead, it is now advised to use the more generic getLayer method. So I'll replace this getObjectGroup from layer with getLayer. But if you see the docs, you'll notice that the new method also needs a type parameter. It basically tells getLayer which type of layer we are interested in. In our case, this layer is an object layer, and for some weird reasons, the tiled package uses object group for object layer. Also, to use this object group class, you'll have to manually import the tiled.dart file from tiled package. Once that is done, you'll notice that we are getting an error while accessing objects from the platform layer. This can be solved by accessing objects from this layer unconditionally. We need to do this because getLayer returns a nullable layer. But as I know that each level will have a platform layer, I can unconditionally cast this nullable to a non-nullable. I'll do the same thing for spawn points layer as well. And that is it. Now let's go back to the game and check if it still works. Okay, so this seems to be working fine. I'll quickly change to level 2 just to make 100% sure that everything is working. Okay, and this level also looks fine. So yeah, that was it for this video. We have now successfully upgraded this project to Flame 1.1. In the next video, we'll probably take a look at making coins and doors interactable. So if you liked this one, do hit that like button and maybe even consider subscribing for more such content. I hope to see you in the next one.